What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? I'm finishing my turkey meatloaf real quick. How's everybody doing today? What's up? I'll be right back, all right? And then we'll start. Move. All right. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Sorry I'm a little late. Yo, Saruji, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Look at this. Y'all can tell I just, man, look. All these fucking cards I gotta clean up. This is not a live show for all this, but I'm just moving all this shit out of the way real quick. What's up, Cam? Freddie Batista. What's up, man? What's up, brother? All right, y'all. Let me see. They're right here. Oh, look at this. Light me up. All right, I'm not going to do all that. What's good, Kim, man? What's up, man? What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. It's going to get better tonight. Hey, greenlightdfs.com to join the squad for the DFS Greenlight bets. To join for our bets, let's go ahead and get into the slate, man. What y'all want to start with? What do y'all want to start with? Let's see. All right, so let me pull up the weather report, make sure that – what are you doing? Come here. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. All right. Weather's not looking like it's going to be an issue in anything today. That's what I'm saying. So no major weather issues, nothing that we really got to worry about too much. Earlier on in the day, there were a couple spots maybe keep an eye on, but now, no. Wife is on vacation with kids, and I'm at home with the younger one, so it's all good here and a lot quieter. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Where'd she go? Where's she on vacation at? My girl just got back from Florida like a couple of days ago. All right. So pitching-wise, let's start with pitching, all right? Always start with pitching. Let's do it. All right, so the pitching options on this slate today. My projections-wise, my highest projected pitcher on this slate is Mike Minor going against Detroit. Detroit's been striking out like over 28% of the time versus lefties. I can pull up and make it exact of what I'm, make sure I'm giving you exact numbers. Let me see. I believe it's around 28% versus lefties, and Mike Minor's been doing pretty good on the Ks this year. He's having a solid season, so there's a couple of Detroit guys who can hit lefties well. Obviously, Goodrum's had his, history with them. Miguel Cabrera has always hit them decent. So, there's a couple guys who are good, but the problem is they strike out a good bit as a team. 29% K rate versus left-handed pitching. Mike Minor's had a 26% K rate versus righties, 23 versus lefties. So Mike Minor's kind of where I've been settling on, one of my favorite guys. Like I said, I haven't projected as the highest. I haven't projected at 18.51. So, to be exact, I'm giving you my exact numbers that I have for him. So over 18.5 slightly. So that tells you kind of everything you need to know about this slate pitching-wise in general. I mean, there's not a ton of, big dog spots here. I mean, you've got Yu Darvish, who is a big dog, but his matchup in Coors is not great. Could I see Yu Darvish having a solid game? Sure. Yo, what's up, bro? Cam, how the hell are you? Ready for some football DFS? Same, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, man. Last year was a tough one because of just, it was COVID season. The first time we've ever dealt with this. Players weren't practicing the same. Things just weren't the same. So it was a rough season last year, but I'm ready to bounce back. We had a huge season before that. So I'm excited to get back to regular non-COVID football for sure. What was I saying? Mike Minor against Detroit obviously sticks out as one of the go-to spots. It's going to be a fantastic spot for him. I feel like he's really, really solid. I have Walker for the Mets, projected pretty high. He's the second highest projected. And then I have Andrew Heaney, Frankie Montas, Urias, Patrick Corbin. Corbin's another guy I want to talk about. So Corbin's going against Pittsburgh. As we know, this Pittsburgh offense is not very good. Obviously, when they got Hayes back, they obviously got a little more deadlier than they were before. So that's definitely helped them out getting Hayes back. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh is just not a great offense. Okay, the only issue with Corbin here is his strikeout upside's not great here against a team that strikes out 22% of the time versus lefties, which isn't incredibly low, but also isn't amazing. So you got a little bit of an iffy spot there, but you have a game in Coors. You need guys who have a decent K rate, pitchers in general, going against a bad offense at only 7K. Like I said, I haven't projected like the sixth highest pitcher on the slate. I'm thinking that he ends up just being a fantastic value just based on what we're dealing with on the slate in general, based on the fact that we have a game in Coors. So Kim, for St. Louis, I could understand going him against Miami, and Patrick Corbin are the kind of spend downs. And let me add Andrew Heaney as well. Can't sleep on that. But Oakland is a dangerous offense at times. And then Mike Minor is my top overall pitcher that I like the most on this slate. If Minor is SP1, I'm terrified of what SP2 options are. Yeah, I mean, I just covered the SP2 options. SP2 options aren't great, man. I mean, yeah, it is pretty crazy. You have pitch count questions in some of these guys, some of the top, like, bigger names. Yu Darvish is in Coors. So, I mean, yeah, you've got Walker, Heaney, Montas, Corbin, Kim as kind of the SP2 range. And then you have Mike Minor. Yeah, Mike Minor's pretty much my SP1. I've been playing a ton of them. That's just full transparency. I've been having a lot of Mike Minor today. Solely on the fact that I think that even when Minor does give up something, which I figure he will, if he gives up a home run or even two, I feel like his K rate against Detroit, striking out as much as they do, will help keep him afloat. And he's just pretty safe, especially in cash games. I feel like he's pretty safe here. So we'll see. Oh, check it out. Speaking of football, I just pulled this the other day. Got the Tua, Joe Burrow, and Herbert. All right, batting wise, let's talk batting real quick. So, obviously, let's touch on value because we already know where our spend out options are. We already know where we're gonna want to go for bats. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I don't have to sit here and waste too much time telling you about it. San Diego Padres are the way to go against Chi-Chi. Plain and simple. Don't overthink it. Get your San Diego in and then find the right value. So let's just go over value because obviously, as you can tell with the thumbnail, love Tatis, love Machado, love Tommy Pham, love Grisham, love Will Myers, love the whole squad. All right. Trent Grisham sticks out big time with the lefty-righty matchup at only 4.4. Will Myers is only 4.6. There's a couple cheapish options in the San Diego lineup that you can go with. Value-wise, there's a decent amount. All right. Now we're going to have to wait for, obviously when these official lineups start dropping, we'll get certain guys like hitting in a good part of the order and probably get better, some solid, grasp on it once the lineups start dropping. Officially, I believe we only have like Atlanta right now or something. But my favorite values would be like Bobby Dahlbeck. He's got the righty-lefty matchup. He hits lefties very well. You have Aquino from Cincinnati batting second, righty-lefty matchup. Aquino is a solid bat, y'all. He came back into the lineup. I believe it was his first game back, yesterday. He batted seventh or something like that, and now he's jumping up to second in the order. So I really love Aquino at 2.5. He's a solid value. Phillip Evans is batting at near the bottom of the order, 8 officially. But he does have a righty-lefty matchup against Corbin. It just depends. If you have Corbin, then you can probably avoid Phillip Evans. Not a big deal. Kevin Newman is only 2-1. He is the shortstop, so you would have to fade Tatis, which seems scary. I was thinking about it earlier, though. I was like, man, Tatis is 6'4". Like, Tatis is ridiculously expensive. Like, the reason being, though, you have to understand, the reason being is because it's in Coors. Tatis is a double dong risk in any park in the MLB, but if you put him in Coors, it's even higher of a risk. The last thing you want on Tatis chalk night, which is what it's going to be, is to not have him and him go off. You might as well just take your free spot. But if you're playing GPPs, you're making multiple lineups, of course. You want to fade Tatis in some. You want to go value. You want to spend down to other options at the shortstop position. Just get lower owned, because that way, if Tatis goes out there and has a bad game, or, hopefully not, but gets hurt or twisted his ankle or something like that and leaves the game, you're immediately jumping over a big bunch of people that have Tatis. So in GPP for sure, in cash games, I wouldn't. Thoughts on Heaney? I talked about Heaney a minute ago. Let me pull up his matchup officially, but I like Heaney. I like Heaney as an SP2 today. He's definitely a solid option. He's got a decent K rate. He's going against an Oakland squad that strikes out a good bit versus lefties, 24.5% of the time versus left-handed pitching. And Heaney's got a solid K rate, 28% almost against righties, 24% against lefties. So in general, he's been pretty good. I mean, Oakland's lineup can be dangerous. And you obviously worry about Chapman. You worry about Kana. Chad Pinder can hit lefties well. There's some guys in this lineup that hit lefties pretty well. So I could see a situation where Heaney struggles, but I feel like on this slate where pitching is so bad, I think Andrew Heaney's going to be perfectly fine for you. So he's a solid option. The difference in Heaney and Corbin, in my opinion and in my projections wise, I mean, I have them. Let me see. Corbin slightly over 16. And then Heaney slightly over 17. So it's pretty close for $1,100 difference. So other stacks outside of Coors you are on. Okay, so if you want to get out of the Coors game for GPP style and you want to try to go with and figure out what other stacks that you would like to go with today, I'm here for you. So let me pull up what I have for my stacks wise for GPPs. Okay, so you have Toronto that you could go with. That seems like a solid option. Definitely think Toronto could end up being a good one. Let me pull up exactly who I like the most from there. Let me see. All right. So for Toronto facing against the lefty Montgomery, there's just a lot of power and contact in this lineup versus lefties in general. I mean, this entire lineup is righties except for maybe Biggio. So, I mean, you got Simeon, Bichette, Guerrero, Toscar Hernandez, Grichuk mashes lefties. This entire lineup does damage to lefties. So I think that's definitely an interesting spot to go with for sure. Heaney is pitching in Pitchers Ballpark. Oakland is a big field. Exactly. So he gets a little bit of a bump in that scenario as well. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't projected too close to go Heaney on most occasions, especially with a game being in Coors and me loving San Diego. Everybody should. I kind of have needed the money most of the day, but we'll see. Yesterday Gomber was pitching, right? So you could obviously see a situation. He's been a great pitcher this year. You could obviously see a scenario where San Diego didn't do well. So I'm not super shocked at the fact that San Diego didn't do great last night. In cash games, we had to go that route. And if they didn't do well, then it is what it is. Safety-wise, you got to go with San Diego yesterday. But Today is a different story. I think today they put up the most runs on the board, and I think it might not even be close. They might put up 15. You know what I mean? Ismail Guzman, what's up, man? What's going on? Am I stacking Colorado bats? I'm not getting Colorado. I'm getting more San Diego. San Diego, but at the same time, let me reiterate, I'm more of a cash guy. I try to, you know, my cash lines do go for GPP takedowns, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to just make profit. That is my goal. That is my focus, to help people make profit in DFS in general. So I have to convince people to play cash games. That's the most way to be profitable consistently on a daily basis. Unless you're max entering, you know, if you want to play 1 or 2 single entry GPPs every day or whatever, that's cool. You know what I mean? But over the long term, if you want to consistently make profit, playing single entry cash games is probably the way to go. Oh, look, speaking of Trent Grisham, who I love today. Love Trent Grisham today. I think he's fantastic. I think his price is too cheap for him. He's got the lefty-righty matchup, bad pitcher. It's going to be good. It is going to be good. Where are you heading catcher-wise? I'm probably just punting. Most of the time when there's a game in Coors, I'll grab my favorite value catcher. So you've got guys like, let me see. Let me go over my options. Let me look at my projections, see what I have like point per dollar. My favorite options. Okay, so Alfaro is solid. He's got the righty-lefty matchup. Jake Rogers, righty-lefty matchup, but that is against Minor. Ryan Jeffers could bat at a solid part of this order. He's probably going to be the cheaper guy of the bunch that's batting in the highest part of the order. You know what I mean? So Jeffers is probably going to bat in the highest part of the order when it comes to price. When it comes to all these punt guys, Jeffers would probably be the highest in the order play. But Alfaro's solid. Jake Rogers is solid. Riley Adams, if he ends up in that Toronto offense, I told you I love Toronto. I think Riley Adams could be solid at bare min 2K. So, yeah, there's solid value options. There's plenty of value guys that are solid that you can go with. Stassi been hot as fuck. Let me check Stassi. Stassi's price has gone up to 3.5. So Stassi going up to 3.5. He's no longer on my point per dollar list for today. Like I said, it's the Alfaro, Rogers, Jeffers, Adams. Those guys are the top of my list point per dollar today. Stassi's price has gone up to 3.5, so no longer is he. He's back. Steven, what's up, man? I mean, Darvish should do good tonight, you think? Yeah, that's why I'm not playing much Colorado side. I'm not going to have a ton of Colorado side of things. So, yeah, I'm more on the San Diego side. I think San Diego could put up 15 runs today. I think it could be ridiculous, especially after yesterday being kind of a dud. You got to understand, Coors is already hitter-friendly, right? You add in the fact it's over 90 degrees. That carries the ball even better. The wind is blowing out. Like, everything just equals out great. Last night was the same situation, except you had Gomber pitching. Gomber has shown some like, he's solid. Gomber is a solid pitcher, man. You put him on a team like Oakland in a pitcher-friendly ballpark, or even a San Diego in San Diego, and he's a beast. You know what I mean? So I understood. I saw the scenario where San Diego didn't do shit yesterday. Cash games, I had to just say, you know what? I'm going to feel dumb as hell if San Diego goes off in this weather, like, and how perfect Colorado is. Drop a like down below if you haven't already for your boy real quick. I am back. I'm going to be doing a lot of live shows. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of live shows. I love going live with y'all. I like that more than doing high five videos in the morning. I'd rather just post my high five videos on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter at @cam_ATL here. My high fives are going to be posted most times. And then I'll do a live show on here most days. Darvish or Rogers? Rogers. I'm not doing Darvish. Okay. I would say Darvish is interesting in GPPs. You can't sleep on Darvish completely. Great to see you again. You too, bro. You too, Chris. I can't see you, but I can see your name. So, hey. Yeah, probably Rogers. But Darvish for GPPs is completely in play, so do not sleep on that for sure. I'm completely on board with that. Let's look at other stacks. So I talked about Toronto being a stack that I really like. And this is for you GPP players, all right? In GPP, if you're going to fade San Diego, and hope for the best. Let's check out Cleveland. Right now, they're the top projected team, the second highest projected outside of course. So let me pull up Cleveland and let's try to figure out why Vegas likes them so much. Now, Matt Harvey has been not good. He's been giving it up to lefties and righties. He's got 14% K rate versus lefties, so lefties especially. So Hernandez, Jose Ramirez, Eddie Rosario, Bradley, Naylor. They do have some lefties in the Cleveland lineup that are in solid positions today. Let's check value of Bradley real quick. What is Bradley's price? Let me see. Let me see Bradley's price. Bobby Bradley's 4K, so his price has gone up. So, yeah, Bobby Dahlbeck's probably the value for first base around there. San Diego or Cincinnati stack? San Diego, 100%. That's what's up. Darvish put up 60 last meeting versus Colorado. It was in San Diego, though. You have to understand, man. That's a big difference. It is a known thing in the industry that when Colorado is not at home, when they're on the road, they're completely fine to play against them because they seem to not hit well on the road most of the time. So yeah, that's why they were on the road in San Diego. Darvish put up a beating on them. He definitely put a beating on them for sure. What was I? Oh yeah, so I looked up Bradley. His price is 4K. He's not exactly value anymore. But yeah, Eddie Rosario, Naylor, Zimmer, all the lefties that you can possibly get. And honestly, righties too. So if you want to go Cleveland, the best options, you want Bradley at 4K, probably give you a cheaper price. Rosario, Ramirez. So that top five. Hernandez, Rosario, Ramirez. Another Rosario, Bradley, and that should be it. DeGrom is the only dude that crushes at course. DeGrom crushes everywhere, man. He's ridiculous. He's crazy. Out of these three pitchers, pick one for GPP. Rogers, Minor, or Heaney? I have Minor projected higher than both the other ones, and then I have Heaney and then Rogers, I believe, in that order. Let me see. Let me see what order I have them in. I can tell you legitimately, straight up, based off of my projections as I've studied throughout the day, where I've got guys right now. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly. I have Minor, Heaney, and then Rogers. In that order. Who's your favorite value bat and favorite stack? Favorite stack is San Diego. I'm not going to waste too much time telling you why, because you all know why. Most of you have played for a decent amount of time. If you haven't, San Diego's got an incredible amount of power in their lineup. They're in Colorado. It's hot. Wind's blowing out, blah, blah, blah. Outside of that, favorite stack, probably Toronto and Cleveland. And then my favorite value bat's probably Dahlbeck. As of right now, before the lineups have dropped officially. The lineups have not dropped officially for all teams yet. So we've got a couple spots that we're keeping an eye on. So we'll see. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. For your boy. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Vladimir Guerrero could crush a home run tonight. Of course. Always. Vladimir Guerrero could crush a home run at any night. That dude's having a big season this year. A big season. We got about 7 more minutes to go, y'all. Any questions y'all have, run them. Run them up. Hey, get your ass off the door. What's wrong with you? Giants low-owned stack. Let's check it out. I've been betting on the Giants as a team a lot lately. By the way, green light bets for the game bets. If you're in a city where you can bet on games, actually pick teams, hit up green light bets for those plays. San Francisco. Okay. They're facing a lefty, so immediately Austin Slater, Buster Posey, Wilmer Flores, Yastrzemski. These guys are going to be solid options. So if you're stacking San Francisco, I can understand it. Young does give up a 246 ISO to right-handed batters. So, yes, Slater, Posey, Flores are all solid options. They're all solid. My cat's tripping up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Golly. Don't mess with me, all right? Hell, I could hit a home run in courts tonight. Yeah, man. And it's that exact reasoning why it's hard to not play like Tatis and shit. Thoughts on Casey Mize as SP2? Casey Mize for SP2. Let me check Casey Mize out real quick. So I haven't had much of him, to be honest with you. I haven't had a ton of Mize, but let's check out his matchup. So Mize has 20% or lower K rate versus righty to lefties. He's really bad versus lefties. So Santana. But that's the good part about this situation is Mize is incredibly solid versus right-handed bats, and Kansas City only has 2 lefties, Santana and Lopez. As of now, as of what I'm seeing so far, that's what they have. So Mize is decent. I can understand it. Let me see. What's his price? I don't have Mize projected very well. He's 7-1. I prefer Corbin. Core plays on DK. Okay, so the core plays probably Corbin and Minor for the pitchers. It's very close on that SP2 though. Corbin can become any of those other options we've talked about. Tatis, Grisham, and I really like Dahlbeck as a value. In a single entry GPP with 200, is it smart to fade San Diego? Probably yes, because majority of those guys are going to get the San Diego spots. And if you're just risking it, if you're risking it for the biscuit, do your thing. It is single entry. So, I mean, I guess we could see, but yeah, GPP most of the time I would fade that. I would fade San Diego. If you're trying to get the top spot. If you're just trying to cash and make sure you cash and try to, then maybe being different somewhere else. Be different with a value player. Instead of Tatis, go down at shortstop and spend up at a different San Diego. And maybe Tatis doesn't do well. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one for sure. That's a tough one. 3 minutes to go, y'all. 3 minutes to go, and then we're going to get into this. I'm going to get back into this slate. We're going to smash this shit again, man. Smash this shit again. We've been crushing lately, man. What the hell? Why you got to get into shit when you're in here? That's why I don't let you in here with me. Getting into shit nonstop. Sit your ass down. Aquino, yes, 100%. Talked about him a little bit ago. Aquino's fantastic value. Fantastic value. I talked about that earlier. Definitely like Aquino, and I am 100% backing him. He's moved up from, what was he, 7th yesterday to 2nd in the order. He's got the righty lefty. Yeah, he's one of the better values of the day. One of the better value. The only negative on Aquino is, let me see. Hey, get your ass down. He's an outfielder. So he's taking Grisham's spot. He's taking a San Diego spot. You have to choose which San Diego guy you would like to fade to make that happen. My priorities in the outfield would probably be Grisham. And in the outfield, Pham. Grisham and Pham would be my priorities for San Diego. So you might be able to put Aquino with those two and then maybe spend up at first and not have to go Dahlbeck. But Dahlbeck's solid value. Maybe, I mean, at that point, what? You spend up at catcher? You know what I mean? So you just got to pick where you want to spend up. That's all. Let's do some home run predictions. Y'all want to do some home run predictions? All right. Home run predictions before we head out. I'm going to do 5. All right, I'm going to pick 5 guys, and I'm going to try not to say a ton of San Diego. I'm going to say 1 because Tatis is probably going to – he has potential to double down. So Tatis is by far and away. Get down. Golly. Anyways, Fernando Tatis, I'm going to go with – for number 1, I'm going to go with Grisham. Those are the only 2 San Diego I'll mention. All right, I'm going to go Grisham and Tatis. All right, outside of San Diego – I'm going to go Nelson Cruz. I like his matchup a lot. I'm going to go Trey Turner. He's got the righty-lefty. And then I've got one more bat for a home run prediction. I talked about the lefties against Harvey. I'm going to go Jose Ramirez. Yeah, Newman in GPP over Tatis is interesting for sure because he's great value. Seattle stack. Let's see. Let me check Seattle real quick before we head out. Oh my God! Once again, getting in this shit over here. Can you get down? Look at this motherfucker. What are you doing? Let me see. Seattle. Come here. Come here. All right. Seattle going against Hap. So Hap is actually interesting. He's going against Seattle, who strikes out a ton versus lefties. So Hap is a solid option. But Hap has been not great. So the righties, like Mitch Haniger, I wouldn't stack Seattle though. There's not a ton there that I like. Long for pitching tonight. Let me see. Let me see where I have Long as of right now. Come on, baby. Get down. Get down. Stop getting in this shit. I don't have him too high up my list today, honestly. I don't have him too high up on my list. I'll be real with you. All right, guys. So we've touched on most of the stuff. We're in a good spot. Good luck, everybody. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad for the lines. Greenlightbets.com to join the squad for the bets. If you place bets on games, hit up greenlightbets.com and let's get this money. We have been on fire. We have been smashing that shit. So yeah, good luck, everyone. Cash games, stack San Diego, grab the right value, and you should be good to go. It should be an easy night for you. What else? What else do I want to talk about before I head out? Yeah, that's about it, man. Came in late. What about Toronto? Love Toronto stat. All those guys are in play. There's a ton of righties in that lineup. Fantastic spot for them. In GPPs, I love stacking them up outside of San Diego. So they're a fantastic option for sure. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I will be doing more lives for you guys since I'm not doing as many high fives much anymore. I'll make sure I try to go live as much as I can to come and talk to y'all and help y'all out. All right? Let's get it. I'm out. Peace.